The Seahawks were the 19th team with the best scoring defense during the regular season to reach the Super Bowl. Those teams now 15-4 in the Super Bowl. Wow, the Seahawks avenged their loss to the Patriots in Super Bowl 49 in 2014 as the league's top scoring defense. Derek Hall was Sal Pal as promised.
Coming into this week, Mike and the staff, they kept everything the same, wasn't anything different. We tried to go out and be consistent in our work, consistent in what we do. And we knew when we got here, man, we put in the work, and it was already ordained. We just came out, put our best foot forward, run and hit, be relentless the whole game, and I think that showed tonight.
Turnovers, 6 sacks. At what point did you know in this game that it was yours?
Early in the first quarter. I think just the style of play we put on display early let us know everything we need to know.
This defense, the first day of OTAs, we broke up in groups, and we said, hey, if we're not the best defense in the league when this year is over with, this is a failure. And we're here, and I believe we are. No doubt about it.
Yeah, there's no doubt. I mean, how about that? Julian Love saying we knew early in the first quarter, we had this thing greased, which it looked like it. It was a great start to finish. There was a play, though, and we just showed it in the highlight. Uchenna Nwosu making something happen, RC. How did that play come together with Witherspoon's help? What did you see?
Yeah, there was so much pressure already this game. We always talked about what Will Campbell had to contend with, but this is going to come from the other side. Yeah. And who they're working on is actually Ramondre Stevenson. He's going to be the back that is in pass protection, and you're going to have Devin Witherspoon here, and what he's going to do is he's going to go inside Nwosu. He's going to go inside Nwosu here, and Ramondre Stevenson is going to expect to pick him up. But what Mike McDonald does is he also sends Ernest Jones, and so once Ernest Jones is picked up, we'll see Witherspoon go right outside and get to Drake May. So as we start here right there, look where Ramondre Stevenson steps up. And because of the way they had it disguised, you'll see to the top, what you saw was right there that Nick Eamon-Warry was also presenting into the box. And now you don't send the line of scrimmage that way. You don't send protection to the side of Devin Witherspoon. And he has a clear route to get right to Drake May, make the play. And Nwosu is Johnny on the spot, able to get the football and score. You're going to see so many times in this game, you were expecting the 4-man rush. You were thinking to yourself that Nick Eamon-Warry was coming, but the disguise and the execution swag by the Seattle Seahawks was perfect.
Well, the one thing you pointed out, RC, more importantly is you got a second-year quarterback that you are trying to speed up and make him make a decision. Usually those routes are hot, but you get a tail, right? Either hard count. To your point, Josh McDaniels helping Drake May a little bit more. There was a lot of confusion at this line of scrimmage with those pressures. Witherspoon did a phenomenal job of knifing through and getting around, but it looked like Drake May had no answers.
Yeah.
And at some point, you got to get a young fella, look, man, if it's pressure coming off this edge, we either using our legs to go try to create a secondary play, or we got to replace that extra blitzer in some of these situations. So a lot of it, I'm sure, they'll go back as a staff in New England offensively and say we had some opportunities to make Seattle pay. It's just about making sure you get this young quarterback to slow it down and be able to see where he needs to go with the football.
Seattle only blitzed 7 times. 6 of those times they got pressure.
Yeah.
That's an insane ratio. And anyone's watching that and thinking, well, it's the young quarterback, and for sure it matters. He was tearing up the blitz during the not just in the regular season. We saw even against the Texans. Yes, the Texans. You remember when he hits Douglas and the Seahawks. I think it's not just blitzing, it's how you blitz and when you blitz, and are you breaking tendencies? We talked about Witherspoon coming through the B gap. That's not unusual on its own. You'll see that with defensive backs, but it was unusual for Seattle to do it in this moment. The other thing about the pass rush that just really emphasized me, whether they were sending pressure or not, and I know this means a lot to you, Marcus, is how disciplined they were about not opening up rush lanes for Drake May. When you saw stunts, guys looping around, always rushing together as a unit to plug those B gaps. So many times we saw him step up in the packet and escape, but this Seattle defense made sure that did not happen.
He really only had the one run of the game. And you guys, when we talk about just Super Bowl history in general, I thought this was pretty remarkable. Nwosu's pick 6, only the 17th in Super Bowl history. It just doesn't happen that often. And really cool to see it happen to a player in this game.